Hello, my name is Andrei Julido, and today we're exploring one of the oldest neighborhoods of Mexico City, San Angel. San Angel neighborhood, like Coyoacan, was an independent and mostly rural village until the mid-20th century. And even today, you could easily imagine that you are in a small colonial town. You have here cobblestone streets, century-old monasteries, colonial villas, and busy bazaars. Mexico City and the national government had issued declarations to preserve the unique heritage of San Angel. In 1987, the President of Mexico declared that the area to be a historical monumental zone. Later, in 2008, it was designed as a part of the tangible cultural heritage of Mexico City, and it was made a Barrio Mágico, Magic Neighborhood, in 2011. These declarations were made in the effort to protect the historical and architectural character of this little town from the pressures of urban development. Right now, I'm in the garden of San Jacinto Church, founded in the late 16th century by the Dominican monks. Today, it's a popular place for the high society weddings. I think it's closed here, but the view there is unbelievable. I hope God was not looking at me at this moment. The San Angel area was originally called Tenanitla, which means walled-in place in Nahuatl language. This referred to the solidified volcanic flow that surrounds the center of San Angel, which came from the nearby Xitli volcano about 2,000 years ago. I think that was a great shot actually up there. By the way, check out this agave, it's huge. Keys are inside. Wanna go for a ride? In my opinion, there are two types of San Angel. There is San Angel on Saturday and there is San Angel on any other day. Because on Saturday, it's very busy with 3 bazaars on the main squares, and on all other days, it's very quiet and tranquil and there are no people here. And it's not only a lot of people here, there are a lot of cars. They double, triple parked. They're like everywhere you can imagine. It's hard to walk between them because there is no space in between. So think about it, which day you want to go here. Let's walk a little bit through these bazaars and check what they're selling here. I think this might be toothpicks, but I might be wrong. Right next to the bazaar on the same plaza, there is the art gallery Casa del Obispo. Let's check it out. This kind of huge papier-mâché art is called cartoneria, and we will see more of that in the house of Diego Rivera because he also did a lot of them back in the day. What I like about this casa is to understand how is the planning of this all colonial houses are. As you can see, there is a huge inner yard with a fountain here, and I believe most of the houses in this area have it. I wanted to film you the inside of this casa, but unfortunately it's not allowed, so I will just tell you here and show you the plan. Basically, all of the rooms are just pass-through rooms, so it's kind of, you don't have any privacy there, but you know, it's a warm climate and you actually can access any of the room from the inner yard just opening the windows/doors. You know, while looking on this Spanish colonial architecture, I also see a lot of hints of the Arabic architecture, because back in the day Spanish was for a long time conquered by Arabs, And you can see, like, for example, the fountain in the center. It's more like Arabic picture, not really Spanish. Another cool place to shop here is the Saturday Bazaar, which is built around the inner patio. You can also stop here for a breakfast or lunch, which is accompanied by the mariachi band. Let's get inside. Here the best of the Mexican crafts. Silver jewelry from Taxco, painted wooden animals, and pastel-colored woven rugs from Oaxaca, cotton tablecloths from Michoacan, and crafts from all over the Mexico. By the way, behind me is some Talavera tile, which is really old and comes from Puebla. On the side of the main Plaza San Jacinto, there is a very important building which is Casa del Risco, a museum and the former US Army watchtower during the Mexican-American War that exhibits art from 14th to 19th centuries. If you go inside, go to the courtyard where you can see the ornament from the 1931 mosaic fontaine made of abalone shells, Chinese porcelain and Talavera ceramic plates from Puebla. If you like art, you can walk around the Plaza del Jacinto and see a lot of cool paintings, and maybe buy one if you like it. Also, right now it's an afternoon. A lot of people are actually packing up because it's a rainy season and everybody knows that in an hour or two there's gonna be a heavy rain, so they want to cover and protect their art. San Angel doesn't have that many specific things to see, like for example we saw in Coyoacan, where like you need to go there, need to see this and there. This area is really more for just walking around, seeing the old casas, appreciating the details, because there are a lot of unique elements here. I'm gonna show you a couple of specific points where you should go, and also I'm gonna show you here on the map where you should walk around, where all the beautiful houses are. That's an interesting one. I'm not passing by. This is Casa Blanco, or White House, which is uphill from the Plaza San Jacinto on the Calle Hidalgo. The 17th century former hacienda had served as a bunker for French and American soldiers. The rough iron balcony facing the street is a part of local folklore. The story is that a woman grew old and died broken-hearted, waiting for her loved one to ride up on the balcony on his horse, finally returning from his travels. Unfortunately, he didn't return. Sad story. Neighbors are really having party up there. Listen, this balcony is really overgrown. She's still there. You see that LED lamp on the top there? I'm telling you, they are so eco-friendly that even a bird made a nest inside it. Oh, Piedrejal, black volcanic rock. You are amazing. Mwah. This is a really great material. Think about the functionalism here. This is a local material. They took it from here because the lava was right here, right? So they were digging their backyard, getting those stones and building the houses out of that. And also this material is a little bit porous, so it keeps cold inside when it's really hot here, right? Unbelievable material. I really love it. Like, I can't say anything else. I'm very, very excited. You don't need bricks here. You don't need cement here. You don't need anything. And also you don't need to cover or plaster this material. It just looks gorgeous. It's just black. Amazing. What I also noticed about this stone, that when they clad the stone, they have a big gaps. They don't actually look to put it very tight, you know, because then you spend more time. So what they simply do, between the big stones, they put a lot of small stones. And sometimes they get pretty creative with that. But this wall, for example, have a little bit more modern approach, right? And they also painted that. I don't know why. Most of the walls that you see here are just fences. The houses are hidden behind them. There is also some very cool modern architecture. Look at this big red wall and the forms behind it. Let's go to the entrance and look more at it. Too bad I don't have any bread, I would feed these birds. I really like the choice of the minimalism here. So we have the red painted plaster, we have the wood for the entrance, we have the pavement, black lava rock, and also we have a black lava rock framing the main entrance, kind of, you know, showing that that's the entrance, and like it's framed in totally different material than the whole house. And the green wall here is also nice. Great house. Right now I'm gonna show you a really hidden and nice place. It's called Plaza Los Arcangeles. There are gonna be 3 Arcangels there, and the houses around are very old and colonial. San Gabriel, San Rafael, and San Miguel, and a fountain in the center. And again, we have a very new modern white stone casa next to an old colonial arches. And what I really like about this modern architecture here, it's done really smart. You see how it's like minimal and simple. It's not screaming, hey, I'm here, I'm new. It's just on the background, respecting the old architecture. Little lion there is pretty cool. I would say that right now I'm not in the right season here because there are just a little bit leftovers of the flowers. But when I was here in the spring, everything was just like carpet of flowers, different colors. It was so beautiful. Let me look for the pictures on my phone, and they are here. When you walk around here, really appreciate the details. Take your time. For example, look at this wooden door. Unbelievable. Red color is also very important in the architecture here. I noticed probably like 20% of the houses have rojo color. Very beautiful. I like how it contrasts with the greenery because people have a lot of greenery here. It grows all year round. I want to show you a couple of more things when we have still this beautiful, nice light. And it's gonna get dark soon. You remember how in video about Coyoacan, I didn't recommend you to go to Casa Azul, the house of Frida Kahlo, right? So, this is also Casa Azul. Okay, I'm joking, it's not called Casa Azul, but this is also the house of Frida Kahlo, and it's in San Angel. And I highly recommend going here because it's really a great place. So first of all, there are 2 houses here. The blue one is the house of Frida Kahlo, and there is a red and white house. This is the house of Diego Rivera. And together, this is the Casa Estudio Diego Rivera and Casa of Frida Kahlo. And they have a little bridge connecting their 2 houses. Also behind those 2 casas, there is a third one. It's the house and studio of the architect Juan O'Gorman. It's the same architect who did the great mosaic of the Central Library in UNAM. It's also the same guy who did a lot of schools in Coyoacan. This is the same guy who built these houses which are behind me. The story is next. Diego Rivera had some money that he made on his murals and wanted to buy or build a house. Frida Kahlo had a friend, Juan O'Gorman, who was an architect. And Diego talked to O'Gorman like, dude, I need a house. O'Gorman told him, hey man, I really have a big property which are 2 tennis courts, and I want to build a house for myself, and I can build a house for you on the second part of the property. And Diego Rivera liked it, so they decided to actually build a house here. But at the time when O'Gorman was designing the house and building the house, Diego Rivera had a lot of work in the United States. So at this time, approximately probably for 3 years, he was in the States, traveling from New York to Detroit, Chicago, and other places doing murals. And Frida was with him. So they didn't even see actually the house. Only the Frida's father who was actually a photographer, was taking some progress pictures and sending to them so they could see what's going on with their house. And when they returned from United States, they actually were living here. Diego Rivera's house has huge windows because behind those windows is actually his studio. Unfortunately, filming is not allowed inside the building, so I have to show you everything from the outside. He has a lot of these big cartoneras that we already saw today early in this video, and I'm gonna add some pictures here so you can see how they look inside. And right next to it there is a house of Juan O'Gorman. It's actually his studio behind these huge windows. These windows open all the way up so you can have your studio actually being more outside, which is very cool. I really like the strict forms of these buildings. They have the raw concrete, metal windows, and spiral stairs. All this combination looks really amazing. The only complaint that I have here are these poor things cactuses. They really look a little bit neglected to me. When I look at the old historical pictures, they're big, strong, massive, really making a fence. Right now, not so much. Because at this point, they don't serve and protect. Look. You see the point here? Basically, there is some little things like special ticks that are eating these cactuses. I really hope they can treat them, that they can thrive again, because basically property looks amazing. Houses inside are amazing. Why can't you take care of these poor things here? They're alive, please help them. Let's get up in the air and look from the new perspective on this beautiful architecture. What just happened? When I just started, when I just lifted my drone, everybody ran out of this building. They started talking something to me like, no, no, no. I was just like, listen, I'm on the public land. I know there are no laws about drones in Mexico. So basically I was flying it about the public area, and the guys were like, no, you cannot. I'm like, I'm not flying over your property. I'm just flying over the sidewalk. And they were like, okay, but then they still ran. They called police. Police arrived here, and basically police officer came to me, and I said, sorry, I don't speak Spanish. I was flying over the public property. I was not doing anything wrong. He didn't even say a word to me. He just turned around and left. And the guys were just like saying like this. This was so weird. Anyway, right now this strong wind picked up and it's kind of like started raining, so I'm not gonna fly again. I hope I have some footage, and if I do, you're gonna see it right now. Crazy. I'm taking off 1 star from my review for this awesome. Okay, I'm kidding. It's still really nice. And a bonus tip for you guys, on Sunday, it's free. Wow guys, I had so much fun. If you're still watching, thank you very much. This is the end, and I'm asking you to subscribe to my channel. Please thumbs up if you like the video. Please put the bell, because then you're going to be notified when my new video is coming out. And please leave some comment. What do you like here? What you didn't like here? Would you like to come to San Angel? What is your favorite place out of my video? Maybe you've been here. Give me something that I missed. Anyway, thank you so much, and to the next one. Oh, I'm tired, guys. I don't know how you, but I'm going to eat tacos al pastor. You know what? I probably should make a video about tacos. Let me know if you would like to know about Mexican tacos. There are so many of them. There are a lot of salsas. Oh my God. Ooh.